The Buddha sat beneath the great Bodhi tree, his eyes resting upon the earth. A gentle breeze carried the scent of jasmine. I kneel before the Buddha, hands folded, seeking wisdom. He regards me with eyes deep as the ocean, serene and knowing. Master, I say, voice steady but uncertain. I toil each day, yet my heart feels empty. Is my labor without purpose? The Buddha smiles, his presence a quiet flame against the vastness of existence. What do you see when you work? He asks. I hesitate, reflecting. I see hands moving, tools shaping, effort exerted. Yet all fades into routine, hollow and unchanging. He lifts a clay vessel, its surface rough and imperfect. Did the potter create this merely for completion or deeper meaning? I gaze at the pot, tracing its edges with my thoughts. Perhaps for usefulness, for necessity, I answer. Unsure. The Buddha nods. Yet beyond utility lies intention. Work is not mere action. It is the shaping of the world within. His words sink into my spirit, unfolding like petals of a lotus. How does one infuse meaning into their labor? I ask. He sets the vessel down with gentle hands. Intention transforms effort. The potter does not shape clay, he shapes understanding. I breathe deeply, absorbing the lesson. So my work carries meaning if done with mindfulness, with awareness of its ripples? Precisely, the Buddha affirms. Like weaving thread into cloth, each movement intertwines with existence itself. My mind shifts, a realization blooming. A river does not fight the rock. It bends, it flows, it continues. Work without understanding is like rain upon stone. I ponder his words, heart stirring like wind over water. Then how does one cultivate wisdom through their work? He gestures toward the monks sweeping the temple courtyard, their motions fluid as the rivers flow. Observe them, he instructs. I watch closely, each monk moving with graceful purpose. Their brooms not mere tools but extensions of their awareness. They do not sweep for cleanliness alone, the Buddha explains. They sweep to clear the mind, to honor each present moment. The thought settles within me, gentle but profound. To engage fully in each action is to honor life itself, I murmur. Indeed, he agrees. Every gesture, every labor, every breath is an offering to the infinite. I kneel in silence, contemplating the depth of his teaching. Master, what of those who labor in suffering? Without choice? His expression remains calm, yet his eyes glisten with compassion. Even suffering holds meaning when met with presence and understanding. But how? I ask, frustration flickering. How does one transcend hardship through work alone? The Buddha lifts his hand, palm facing the sky. A tree bends under the weight of the storm but does not resist. I listen, absorbing his meaning. Then acceptance allows resilience. Even in hardship? Yes, he affirms, resistance breeds suffering. To work with grace, even through struggle, is to walk the path of wisdom. A monk approaches, placing a bowl before us, rice steaming within. The Buddha picks up a grain, holding it between his fingers. This rice was planted by hands that labored beneath the sun, harvested with care, shared with gratitude, he says. I nod, understanding. So even the simplest task, when done with intention, carries profound weight. The Buddha smiles. You begin to see. The sun shifts, casting long shadows upon the stone floor. My heart feels lighter, mind sharper, understanding deepened. Master, I say, voice quiet yet filled with certainty. Work is not merely labor. It is devotion, presence, offering. The Buddha places the grain of rice back into the bowl, his touch deliberate. Yes. And with this knowing, how will you work? I inhale, the mountain air rich with possibility, with awareness, with reverence, with understanding that each action shapes more than mere outcome. The Buddha rises, hands clasped, his robe rustling softly. Then you walk the path of the awakened. Go, and let your work reflect wisdom. The monks continue sweeping, the birds continue singing, and the world moves with harmony. I stand, bowing deeply, carrying the lesson forward in every step, every breath, every labor of my hands. Another day, another lesson unfolds beneath the spreading branches of the Bodhi tree. The morning breeze carries whispers of distant fields. I kneel before the Buddha, my heart heavy with doubt. His gaze is calm, reflecting the quiet movement of the universe. Master, I begin, voice hesitant. The work of my hands feels fruitless. No matter my effort, I fail to yield abundance. The Buddha lifts his hand, palm facing the sky. What is abundance but the perception of a mind tangled in desire? I lower my eyes, uncertainty swelling within, but without success. How does one continue labor without despair? He gestures toward a lone farmer walking through the temple gates. His steps slow, burdened by sorrow. The farmer kneels before us, dust covering his robe. Master, I till the earth, sow the seeds, yet the harvest dies. The Buddha regards him with deep compassion. Have you asked the soil what it needs? Or have you merely imposed your will? The farmer bows his head, voice heavy with grief. I labor from dawn to dusk. What more can I give? The Buddha reaches into the earth, lifting a handful of soil. Effort alone does not bring growth. Understanding must guide the hand. I watch the soil crumble between his fingers, the dust carried away by the wind. To force the land without listening is like speaking without hearing, the Buddha continues. The farmer wipes his brow, desperation flickering in his eyes. Then what must I do to receive the earth's offering? The Buddha places the soil back upon the ground. You must observe. You must listen. Work is not command but partnership. The farmer's shoulders sink, his thoughts twisting like tangled roots. But I fear waiting will yield only more suffering. The Buddha looks toward the river beyond the monastery walls. Does the water rush forward without shape, or does it flow with grace? The farmer follows his gaze, seeing the river bend around rocks, accepting its course without resistance. Even hardship carries wisdom, the Buddha says. To struggle against nature is to create suffering within oneself. I inhale sharply, realization unfolding within me. Master, then patience becomes the companion of meaningful work? The Buddha nods, his presence steady as the mountains in the distance. Patience allows wisdom to bloom, as soil allows the seed to rise. The farmer wipes his hands upon his robe, reflection deep within his eyes. Then I shall listen, observe, and nurture, rather than command. The Buddha smiles, his silence holding more weight than words. The sun climbs higher, bathing the temple in golden light. My doubts scatter like leaves upon the wind. I rise, bowing deeply. Master, today I understand. Work is not mere action. It is the harmony between self and the world. The Buddha lifts his gaze to the endless sky. Then go forth, and let your labor reflect the wisdom you now carry. The farmer stands beside me, his burden lightened, his steps firm with newfound purpose. The river continues its gentle path. The soil waits in quiet offering, and the earth breathes in its endless cycle. Another day, another teaching unfolds under the vast sky, the scent of earth carried by the morning breeze. I kneel before the Buddha, heart open, seeking understanding beyond effort and patience. His gaze holds stillness, reflecting timeless wisdom. Master, I say, voice steady, I shape and create, yet impermanence shadows all. Does work hold meaning when nothing remains? The Buddha lifts a pot, its surface worn by time, edges softened by countless hands. What do you see? He asks. I trace its curves with my thoughts. A vessel crafted by hands, yet fragile, destined to break. Its purpose fleeting. The Buddha turns the pot slowly, sunlight dancing upon its surface. Does its impermanence diminish its usefulness? I ponder his question, watching the pot in his grasp. No, master. It carries water, nurtures life, serves its purpose. He nods, placing the pot before us. So too, your work. Its value is not in permanence but in its service. His words shift something deep within me. Then meaning is found in the moment, in the act itself, not its duration? Yes, he affirms, to labor with understanding is to honor the present, not lament the future. A potter approaches, kneeling beside me, his hands dusted with clay. Master, I crafted a perfect vessel. Then it cracked. The Buddha regards him with kindness. Did the vessel lose its purpose when the crack appeared? The potter bows his head. I believed perfection brought meaning, but the flaw ruined my work. The Buddha traces his fingers along the cracked pot. Imperfection does not erase purpose. It reveals truth. The potter looks up, confusion lingering. Then my work, though flawed, still carries meaning? Every creation, every labor holds wisdom, the Buddha says. Even broken, the pot serves. It teaches patience, acceptance, humility. I inhale, feeling the depth of his words settle within me. Then purpose is not in perfection but in understanding? The Buddha lifts his gaze, watching a monk patch a torn robe with careful hands. Work is the act of presence, not permanence. The potter touches his broken vessel, seeing it anew. Then I will create without fear, shaping with wisdom, not attachment. The Buddha smiles, and through that, your hands will honor truth, beyond fleeting time. The sun climbs higher, shadows shifting upon the stone floor, wisdom settling deep within our spirits. I stand, bowing deeply. Master, today I understand. Work is not survival. It is offering, devotion, presence in each passing moment. The Buddha places the cracked pot back upon the ground, its place unchanged despite its flaw. Then go, and let your work reflect the wisdom you now carry. The potter kneels beside me, heart lighter, hands steady, ready to shape without fear. The wind stirs, the earth breathes, and the world moves as it always has, within cycles of creation and transformation. She is the moonlight, a light of her own making. The disciple beside her listened closely, his eyes fixed upon the Buddha. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.